may remember part 6, Give Me a Break, that it was going to be a 2-part episode. Why? Because, well, you know, as you know, I put the brakes together and they were still frozen. Well, I've got the remedy right here, folks. Let's get into it. So here we are in the depths of the confines of the front wheel area of Betty. Okay, so pretty much this is the best I can do. So we're gonna want to remove this hose over here. And what I did, I took the liberty of spraying all this down already, so it's easy to remove. It has been simmering in the juices. That is the wonder of PB Blaster. So that shouldn't put up too much of a fight. And that shouldn't put up too much of a fight. You're gonna want to remove that fitting first before you take this clip out. The clip I know is gonna give us a fight, which I'm really not looking forward to. But, you know, everything has been its own little intricate battle in one way or another. So this is nothing new. So yeah, let's go get some wrenches and let's go get that line off. So yeah, let's go ahead and get our line wrench on that puppy. Let's go probably get the right size. I think that's it. Well, how do they expect you to get... There we go. There we go. That only took a minute. Ooh. It cracked. That's good. Twist. No. Oh, I don't like this. What I don't like about it is it just seems to be coming off rather easy. Now the telltale sign if this is going to be a success or not is if I get fluid movement. Now I know the fluid is going in, but the fluid is not returning. I'm really suspicious that this brake line has swollen on me, which is why the fluid's not returning. And we'll cut it open. Oh, and I got fluid coming from it. Good. Good. Dirty fluid, but it's fluid nonetheless. I should take the time while I'm under here doing all this to actually give it a good flushing. I got pretty much like a gallon of brake fluid, so I should just go ahead and do that. Let's get Mr. Drain Bucket. Well, Mr. Drain Bucket ain't going to fit. Huh. Oh. I know what we can get. My wife had these old 3.5-inch cooking sheets or so. And, you know, they're deep enough to where you could catch some fluid. So we're going to go ahead and catch some fluid. I don't know if you can see that, but our Betty Crocker brake fluid catcher is working quite handily. Now that we have that line broken off, let's go ahead and capture and get that one took off. Here we go. Oh, and I got fluid return. That's good. And I got fluid coming out of the caliper, which I think may be good. So I'm hoping that's good. Oh, there we go. Important to keep this bolt right here, because as you can see, it's got a hole in the bottom and a hole there in the side, and that's what helps with the fluid exchange, getting that done. I am seeing more fluid come out of the caliper than the hose, which I'm more and more it's telling me that's what my problem's going to be. But now here comes the fun part. In order for all this to hold together, that clip's got to come out, and Well, we're going to see how easy it is. Or see if that clip's going to put up a fight. Now that I got this off and that broke loose, once I get that clip loose, it should just all, it'll come out as one section. When it comes out as one section, I can just easily spin this old brake hose off and put the new one on. And then we'll go to the other side and do the same thing. It just depends how hard that clip wants to fight. I've never had luck with these things. Well, that's highly disappointing. It wants to come right out. Oh, it came right out. That's good. As much as I said that was highly disappointing, that's actually good, because now what I can do is I can pull the screw, get my wrench back on there, pull this through and spin this right off. Voila, like that. That was less fight than I thought it was going to be. I'm not even going to lie. I'm a little disappointed in that. Because, again, it's been sitting up for some time, and I suspect that that's actually a factory brake hose. So, yeah, that didn't put up a fight at all. Let's get my other parts. Let's get my new hoses. I got my hoses, I got my clips. We're just going to do the opposite of what we did to take it apart. And the only small problem is getting these started at such a precarious angle. You know what, truck? Just make a liar out of me this entire episode. It's cool. I mean, you know, I didn't want to prove nothing to nobody anyway. It's all right. Now I'm going to grab my wrench that fits that. I believe it's going to be this 5/8 I just had. It may not be this 5/8. Nope, once again, make a liar out of me. It's cool. Tighten her on up. Now I'm going to leave a little play before I put that clip in, because you can see it wants to twist whichever way it wants to go, and we're not going to let that happen. So you're going to put on these little brass guys, take your plug back, remember, you'll lose your special bolt, and you're going to lay on the ground so cumbersome. You may have to spin this a little bit, your brake line. Just so you can get the twist out of it, so you can get it lined up. You're then going to take your little bolt and open up your little washer packet. This is a weird angle, I know, but the best I can do, folks. Open up your washer packet. Be careful not to lose these washers, because they're a pain in the butt to find. Slide it on like so. Take the end. Grab your other washer. Seat it on. So we're going to turn it until we get our setup where we want to be. No, we don't want to be there. We want it so this block is on the bottom. So we're probably going to have to, we got to get this twist out of it. Oh no, we're making it worse. There we go. So just spin it carefully. There we go, so the twist is out. And we want that little pin on the bottom. So we got our little pin on the bottom. Stick our crush washer in there. And then we're going to put our other washer on the other side of the bolt, on the other side of this block, like so. So it creates a bit of a sandwich. And we're going to stick that block back in that spot and start this bolt by hand. I'm not left-handed. I don't know why I'm trying it that way. Thought this angle would be a little bit better. It is. Just takes patience. There we go. And I just felt it go into place. Get your block to slide up into the little gap area. It's got a little wall on one side to hold it. Finish tightening your, I like to tighten everything. I like to tighten this bolt in particular, as far up as I can get it. I'm hoping this is my fix for my frozen brakes. I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten that bolt. Those washers act as seals as well. So just get it fairly tight. There we go. So let those crush sleeves activate. Now, we're going to go to the other side. Pretty much the same way as this one. Oh, yeah, let me put that clip back in real quick. No, I just had it. So, I already got the bleeder cracked on the passenger side. We're going to go ahead and come over here and crack the bleeder on the driver's side. I like what I saw so far. When I cracked the bleeder on that side, I saw remainders of fluid and air bubbles coming out. So we're going to see what I see over here. We're going to go from there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside the cab here, press the pedal down, and hopefully get a little fluid movement, get the old fluid out of the master cylinder at the same time, and go ahead and put the new fluid in. Once again, I got a little handy drip pan. I got the bakeware pan over there. I got a little drip pan over here, enough to catch fluid, and you know, this way my garage isn't a total environmental disaster. Alright, perfect. Garbage fluid is out. We're going to go ahead and put new fluid in. I'm going to close these bleeders. And, yeah, we're going to start the brake breeding process. I got something cool to show you. So I've emptied my entire reservoir on that little, you know, flushing process. So now I have no fluid in my lines, in my front lines. So now I'm going to fill it up and we're going to go from there. Just in case you were wondering what I was talking about, that is my reservoir. That is the new fresh fluid that I just poured into there. That is the fluid that had been sitting with the truck. I hadn't topped it off because, you know, that's the level I found it at. So it seemed to have evaporated that much. But that is the fresh fluid, and you can see air bubbles coming up because, you know, brake bleeding. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you that comparison. That is the old dank fluid. That is new fluid. And let's see what we get. So a guy just can't catch a break. I'm going to show you my cool little bleeding tool. And I filled it up and I ran the fluid through it a little bit and I was getting ready to bleed. And my calipers were locked up again. So we're going to hightail it to the old parts store, grab some calipers, throw them on, and we're going to go from there. The upside is, at least the whole brake system will be built up front. More shiny brand new parts. I like the pentadiamond on it. That's kind of digging that. Be nice to have those new bleeders on there too. I don't like the phenolic pistons, but that's what they called for, so it's not going to bore you with the video and, you know, show you me taking the calipers off and on again. So, through the magic of filmography, bam! Look at that. Fresh, rebuilt calipers. I love it. So now I'm going to show you my little bleeding trick. Well, actually, I'm going to tighten the bleeders on and hope the brakes don't stick. Get some fluid through it. And then I'll show you my little bleeding trick. So you find yourself working alone in the shop, especially when you got to bleed brakes. You know, it's Saturday night. Nobody wants to come help. I got a solution for you. That little device right there is going to help me bleed brakes. You see what the premise is we're going to fill that bottle with brake fluid. I was going to say that's a little bit of brake cleaner residue in the bottom there. Attach that end of the hose to that bleeder screw. And what it's going to do is it's going to push the air out into the bottle. The fluid is going to bubble. And then when it sucks, it's going to suck the fluid right back up into that hose, right back into that bleeder. Observe. Well, that went well. So now it's time to do the second side. That went nice. Got a lot of that bad fluid out. Got a lot of good fluid in there. We're going to top it off. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a nice firm pedal now. Good. Now for the true test. All right. And our pads are rubbing, but she's not sticking. New calipers, new pads. Check this side. Excellent. Got my new lines, my new calipers, new pads and rotors, new bearings, new brakes, folks. And that's what I call a success. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pain in the butt. But old Betty, she got stopping power now. Oh yeah, and I'll just give you a quick update and shout out to Priority Tire, believe it or not. They came through. They stood by their word. They warranted my tires. They gave me 2 brand new tires. Hopefully we'll get them mounted and balanced, and Betty is just about roadworthy. Gotta give a quick shout out to Brian for making that awesome billet gas cap. He makes them, manufactures them, and I think that gas cap does a nice job of matching the dog dish hubcaps. Could you do me a favor out there, please, folks in car lane? Could you please not refer to those as poor man's hubcaps? I mean, you know, I know I'm not rich, but I damn sure ain't poor. Well, I mean, Betty's helping with that, though, but they're dog dishes. They've always been dog dishes. Let's just get that out of the system. Anyway, thanks for checking it out. Thanks for watching, as always. next video is going to be finishing up with the new radiator and everything. And actually, I got a piece of my rubberized material here to make my new cowl. So we'll hope that goes good. But thanks for watching. Thanks for checking it out. And as always, hit that like and subscribe button. Bye now. Hey! Hello there, welcome to part 2 of part 6. Let me clear my throat. Hi there, welcome to part 2 of part 6 of the Resurrecting Betty series. You may remember... Hi. You may remember in our last episode that... Alright, let's do this. Hi, you may remember in the last episode that this sucks. Hey, you may remember part 6, Give Me a Break. It was labeled a part 2 episode. A 2-part episode. Why is this so hard? Hey, you remember... If you haven't checked it out, go ahead and watch it real quick because we're going to be dealing with part 2. So it's good to block your face when you're doing this.